It's been over a year since Tesla announced its plans to build a Gigafactory in Mexico, yet confusion still lingers among residents and the local government. Back in 2023, the Monterrey Gigafactory was expected to be the largest of its kind anywhere in the world. It promised to usher in the biggest revolution in automobile manufacturing since Henry Ford's assembly line. It was also supposed to be capable of producing as many as 2 million low-cost Teslas. In 2022, Tesla was a force to be reckoned with. Sales were on the rise, and the company was producing more cars than ever before. The Model Y was the most popular EV in the US, while the Model 3 ranked 10th on the list of America's favorite cars. In March 2023, the company announced it would invest this success back into a brand new Gigafactory in the Mexican state of Nuevo Leon. The state's governor, Samuel Garcia, was happy. He was only 35 years old and planning to run for president in 2024. Having cemented a deal to bring a Tesla factor to the region would be nothing short of iconic this early in his career. Garcia was also incidentally a massive Tesla fan. He posed for Instagram wearing its merchandise and personally accompanied Musk on a tour of Monterrey. On Musk's birthday in 2023, he tweeted, "Happiest birthday to my compadre, the richest and most visionary man in the world." He even coined the name Sama Elon. But he wasn't the only one. The proposed Gigafactory sparked a similar craze across Mexico. Several billboards were put up to celebrate the new factory, while a special Tesla lane was created on the US-Mexico border in Nuevo Leon to ease the movement of the company's supplies. By December, the government had allotted 645 acres to the project and issued all clearances. Tesla was expected to invest more than $5 billion into the factory, but Governor Garcia said this would translate into $15 billion over the following 2 years. The facility was also expected to be the home of Tesla's ambitious and complicated $25,000 affordable EV project. To create this car without compromising on quality, Tesla said it planned to experiment with a completely new production line. This would require a complete overhaul of its manufacturing processes and make the factory tricky to build. So Tesla said it needed more time to build this facility than the one in Shanghai, roughly 15 months. Authorities were happy to oblige, considering projects of this scale could take years to pull off. A tentative completion date was set for the first quarter of 2025. But by October 2023, people started to ask questions. It had already been 6 months since the project was announced, but construction had barely begun. Even the ground hadn't been leveled yet. How would Tesla ever finish by 2025? One journalist took the question to the Tesla CEO himself. Then, for the first time since the March announcement, Musk revealed that he was hesitant about the project. He said the infrastructure in the region wasn't ready for a factory of that size yet. But the next day, the Nuevo Leon government announced it would be spending $130 million to shore up infrastructure in the area. Plans included talk of a new gas pipeline, railroad, a highway, and better water and sewage facilities. Then, environmental concerns were raised as well. Since Monterrey is a semi-desert region, many pointed out that there wouldn't be enough water to run a factory of that size. But there was a prompt solution for that as well. It was also announced that the factory would only use recycled water from a treatment plant 11 miles away. So the government went ahead with its plans, and Tesla suppliers continued to set up the region. Musk also continued to say that he would definitely build the factory, but the timing would depend on the economy and interest rates. However, the following year, Tesla signaled another shift in strategy. In April, the land for the factory still hadn't been leveled, and Tesla announced there would be another delay. The company had decided to shift production of all its new models to existing facilities, including the Texas Gigafactory. The factory in Mexico would no longer be the first home of Tesla's affordable model, nor for its new production line solution, meaning changes would have to be made. Eventually, none of this would matter anyway, because a short while later, Musk said building a $25,000 model was pointless and silly and scrapped the plan altogether. Instead, the company decided it would build a cheaper car with its existing facilities. Musk also said the new Cybercab, a proposed two-seater autonomous taxi, would go into production in Texas. Meanwhile, over in Mexico, there was one question on everyone's mind. Is Tesla ever planning to build this factory? Even in June 2024, the mood was hopeful. Authorities said that they were certain the factory would be built, even though no one could exactly say when. Then in July, presidential candidate Donald Trump indicated that he would impose tariffs of 200% or more on any vehicles imported into the United States from Mexico. This was obviously not ideal for Tesla, so Musk decided he would halt all construction until elections ended. Mexico's government was understandably disappointed. The local government had invested over $100 million into the project after all. Still, construction has stalled, and there is no word on whether it will resume. Mexico's Minister of Economy, Marcelo Ebrard, says he will meet with Musk to discuss future plans after President Trump assumes office. He is convinced that the project can still take off. However, the initial excitement has worn off and the mood has shifted. Mexico's new president, Claudia Sheinbaum, who criticized the environmental impact of the Gigafactory in the past, she instead proposed creating a homegrown, affordable electric car that would compete with vehicles imported from China. Even Governor Garcia, who was once proudly Elon Musk's compadre, as well as Mexico's first Cybertruck owner, withdrew his support for the Tesla CEO during a recent public rally. Now, we can't say for sure that the factory won't ever be built, especially considering how much money has gone into the project already, but it's clear that things aren't looking great as they stand.